The storm had not yet broken, but the air was thick with it. Elihu stood, eyes lifted toward the darkening sky, his voice steady but filled with urgency.
"God is mighty," he began, "but he despises no one. His strength is unmatched, yet his wisdom is deeper still."
His words cut through the silence, not as an attack, but as a plea, an attempt to shift Job's gaze from his suffering to something greater. He spoke of a God who does not ignore the righteous, who watches over them even in affliction. Pain, Elihu insisted, was not always punishment. It could be instruction, a refining fire. He opens their ears through adversity, Elihu said, as if suffering itself carried a message, one meant to draw a person back from destruction. But then his tone sharpened. "The godless," he warned, "store up anger. They refuse to cry out, even when bound in chains." There was a weight to his words now, a contrast laid bare. Those who humble themselves under God's hand are lifted in time, but those who resist only deepen their own darkness. Elihu turned his attention back to Job, almost as if urging him to choose carefully. "Be careful," he said, "that you do not turn to sin in place of your suffering." It was a strange warning, suggesting that how one responds to pain may matter more than the pain itself. Then, as thunder rumbled faintly in the distance, Elihu's focus shifted fully to the majesty of God. "Remember to extol his work," he said, his voice softening. "All people have seen it, yet no one can fully comprehend it." He described the water cycle as if it were a divine mystery, how God draws up drops of water, distills them into rain, and pours them out upon the earth. The gathering clouds, the crashing thunder, these were not random forces, but deliberate acts of power. "Who can understand how he spreads out the clouds?" Elihu asked, almost in awe now. "Who can grasp the thunder from his pavilion?" The storm was closer now. In Elihu's final words, there was less argument and more wonder. God was not small enough to be questioned so easily. His ways were higher, his purposes hidden within the vastness of creation itself.